From stunning desert hikes to unforgettable sunsets, Saguaro National Park is an absolute must-do when you are visiting Tucson. Those Arizona landscapes dotted in saguaro cacti are such an iconic part of the Sonoran Desert.
This national park protects over 92,000 acres of land and over 2 million saguaro cacti. And if you're planning a visit or you are simply looking for some desert vibes, you are in the right place.
We're Ryan and Manuel, and welcome to our top things to do in Saguaro National Park.
Saguaro National Park is split into two sections on both the east and the west side of the city of Tucson. While it's possible to see most of the park's best spots in one day, we definitely recommend having at least a couple of days to explore.
The west side of the park, also known as the Tucson Mountain District, is the most visited and features a high density of younger saguaros and more dramatic landscapes.
Here, we recommend starting your visit in the stunning Red Hills Visitor Center, where you can grab a map, speak to a park ranger, browse the large shop, and most of all, learn a bunch of cool facts. For example, that bats are crucial pollinators for the cacti. Also, that saguaros only grow about 1 inch in the first 8 years of their life, and that some of the taller saguaros are over 200 years old. Isn't that crazy? We could talk about cool facts for hours, but we'd better start talking about some of the best hikes and walks in this side of the park.
The first one is the Desert Discovery Nature Trail, a paved and easy half-a-mile walk and the perfect introduction to this unique landscape. It features several interpretive signs where you can learn a lot about life on the desert and desert ecology. The walk is absolutely lovely and it's the perfect way to start your visit. There are even a few shaded benches where we could have spent all day observing the saguaros, cholla cacti, prickly pears and wildlife. This is also a dog-friendly trail, which is pretty rare in national parks.
The next trail we recommend is the Signal Hill Trail. This is an easy, slightly uphill 0.3 mile walk that leads to over 200 prehistoric petroglyphs made by the Hohokam people, who lived in southern and south central Arizona from about 450 to 1450 AD. Which are both visible from the trail and the top of Signal Hill. Lots of visitors only stay to see the more photographed spiral petroglyph, but there are so many. It was such an interesting stop and one we definitely recommend. There is also a great picnic area by the parking lot.
Next up is probably our favourite hike in Saguaro West, the Valley View Overlook Trail, a fairly easy 0.8 mile round trip, where you walk through dense saguaros, Palo Verde and Ocotillo to sweeping views of the mountains and valley below. We couldn't believe the amount of saguaros we could see from here. It was absolutely incredible. We have also heard that this is one of the best places in the park for sunset, but we had already made plans to see sunset in our next location, which is Gates Pass.
While technically outside of the national park boundaries, Gates Pass offers the most perfect view as it overlooks Saguaro National Park. Sunset here was one of the most beautiful sunsets we have ever seen and we totally recommend it. It can get pretty busy, so make sure you get here earlier to secure parking.
Another stop that is technically not in Saguaro National Park, but right next to it, is the Arizona-Sonora Desert Museum, which offers beautiful trails, realistic habitats, and interactive exhibits, all blending with the actual desert landscape. This is a must-do, and the perfect chance to learn a lot about the Sonoran Desert and to get close to many native species, like mountain lions, rattlesnakes, and all kinds of desert plants.
And if you are looking for longer hikes, we were recommended the Wasson Peak via Hugh Norris Trail, a challenging 8-mile trail with no shade that we unfortunately couldn't do because of the very high desert temperature when we went. A good reason to return. If you've done it, let us know in the comments below.
A 45-minute drive across Tucson will take you to the east side of Saguaro National Park, also known as the Rincon Mountain District, that features older, larger saguaros and is more rugged with a greater elevation range. It's generally quieter and less visited, but we loved it as much as the west side, if not even more.
The main thing we recommend to do here is to drive along the Cactus Forest Drive, an 8-mile, one-way paved scenic loop that offers breathtaking Sonoran Desert views. We seriously were obsessed with it. And the great thing about this drive is that it gives you a chance to access some of the park's best trails, overlooks, and picnic spots.
The first stop we recommend is the Mica View Trail, an easy, mostly flat 1.5-mile out and back trail that is also dog-friendly. It's beautiful and it offers some incredible vistas, but our favourite thing here was to see one of the very rare crested saguaros in the park, which is located near the trailhead. There are only about 75 in the whole park.
And if you want to see another of these rare saguaros that's easily accessible to view, then head towards the Javelina picnic area and you will find it just on the right side of the road. It's so interesting to note that their formation is still mysterious, though theories include genetic mutation, frost, or lightning damage.
Once you are here, we recommend a stop at the Javelina picnic area, just a few meters ahead. This is our favourite picnic area in the park, and it's huge and you can easily find a quiet spot. Also, the very popular Tanque Verde Ridge Trail starts here. This goes 10 miles into the backcountry, but unfortunately we didn't do it because of the heat.
In this area, make sure you also check out the Javelina Rocks Overlook, a very popular spot for sunsets named after the javelinas, which are iconic animals of the desert that populate this area. The views here are wonderful, highlighting the rugged and rocky nature of the landscape. We didn't stay here long, as a rattling noise meant we were on the constant lookout for rattlesnakes.
Our next recommendation is the Desert Ecology Trail, an easy 0.3-mile loop, which is the east side version of the Desert Discovery Nature Trail on the west side, with informative signs on the desert landscape, benches, and incredible views. Also, it's another dog-friendly trail.
And now, our final recommendation for Saguaro National Park East, the Rincon Visitor Center, which is immersed in the surrounding desert and where you can enjoy the shop and learn so much about Saguaro National Park and its flora and fauna. It's a super interesting stop and the perfect way to either start or end your Saguaro National Park adventure.
And that's it for our top things to do in Saguaro National Park. What are your favourite things to do here? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.
We also made a video with the best things to do in Tucson, where we share all of our favorite historic and artistic landmarks, see incredible wildlife, visit the best sunset spots, and a lot more. Also, Tucson is the perfect destination for food lovers, and we have another video on the best food you can have there. Make sure you check them out.
Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell to never miss an adventure. We are always out exploring, and we can't wait to take you with us.
And now,
See you down the road!